Hey, yo, no disrespect to nobody, but we run this shit. Just in case y'all thought it wasn't real, tell them, Hov.
Yeah, the rock. You want our spot back. You up, Jada. Let's go.
Al-Qaeda off the team. Yo, raspy voice killer, the illest of the iller. Fly gangster nigga, stay blowing the vanilla. Life's a bitch, and if I ever meet her, I'ma tell her. Give it to anybody on beat acapella. Keeping yourself above water without sinking. Looking the man in his eye without blinking. If I ain't on Ocean or Collins, I'm on Lincoln. I run this shit, what the fuck is y'all thinking? Bars is way too strong for y'all weaklings. Stay in the booth and stay out of the precinct. Cause my new hawk need blood on it. My back is killing me, I got New York on it. Only right that I give it to him, New York want it. Know the game will change in the New York moments like that. Even if my performance is local, I'm still considered the Michael Corleone of the vocals. I run this shit.
New York City, don't get it confused. Still a home of the spitters. Jada, talk to him.
K.I. double shot. These niggas is nice, well I guess I'm double hot. Besides money, all the respect and the love I got. This point in my life, who expect me to hug the block? Guess it's just something in me that I love a lot. If not, probably have my hand in another pot. Get the Porsche from there and Lambo from another lot. See if I could take my career to another notch. But in the meantime, y'all know I run this shit.
LOX, Jada, Al-Qaeda, Young, Rock Season. We want our spot back.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everyone that's in the building. If you are here, you can hear me clearly. Please drop y'all ones in the chat. Please drop y'all ones in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly so we can get right into today's show. Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Drop y'all ones in the chat for me, y'all. Drop y'all ones, y'all. Y'all in the building, just drop a one. Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Okay. Let me get a few more ones, y'all. Let me get a few more ones. Let me get a few more ones. Let me get a few more ones, y'all. Let me get a few more ones. Get a few more ones, y'all. Shout out to everyone that's coming through. Hit the like button on the way in. Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Drop a one. Drop a one. Okay. So I'm guessing you guys can hear me. Loud and clear. Okay. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to everyone that's in the building right now. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. And we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross. Of course, I appreciate all the love and the support. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way in. The likes are free, y'all. The shares are free. Make sure y'all show y'all free support. Take care of what's free. Hit that like button. Hit that share button, y'all. I see everyone coming through. I'm going to shout you guys out. Shout out to my lovely lady mods in the building. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the visionaries that's coming through. Make sure y'all click that link that's pinned. The merch store is open. Go and grab y'all some merch. We got t-shirts for y'all all summer. Make sure y'all go ahead and grab y'all some merch. Go ahead and click that link. Go ahead and click that link. The mods will also be sharing that link throughout the show. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate y'all patience. But go ahead and click that link and check out what we got in store for y'all. For everyone, make sure y'all check it out. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Let's see who's in the building. We're going to get to today's show. As promised. So let's see who's in the building. Shout out to Miss Angie B. Hey, Miss Angie, shout out to you. She says, salute and happy Thursday, Sheep Stay Sleep TV and fellow visionaries. Shout out to you, Miss Angie B. So we are 1 for 1 in the building with the mods. Thank you so much, Miss Angie, always coming through and holding it down for me. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Miss L'Oreal in the building. 2 for 2 in the building, back to back. Shout out to you, Miss L'Oreal. I appreciate you always coming through and holding it down. Thank you so much. Shout out to y'all. We are 2 for 2 in the building today. Shout out to my man, Mark. What's up, Mark? Peace to you, man. 28 with a bag in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to 28. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. We are 3 for 3 in the building today. Shout out to you, Miss Classy Creole. I appreciate you always coming through and holding it down. Thank you so much. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. I see y'all coming through today. Let's see who else is in the building. I don't want to miss anyone before we get into the show. Shout out to Cuzzo in the building. What up, Cuzzo? Salute, salute. I'm glad you here. Man. Salute, salute. Shout out to Miss Jasmine. What's up, Miss Jasmine? How you doing? Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Queens of Virtue. What's up, Queens of Virtue? How you doing? How you doing, Queens of Virtue? Let's see who else is in the building. Hey, Miss Camille. Good to see you, love. Good to see ya. Good to see you. Shout out to you. I'm glad you're in the building. I appreciate your support. Okay, I'm loud and clear. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see who else is in the building. Shout out to Ray. What up, Ray? Shout out to Ray Stansberry in the building. Shout out to Mr. D in the building. Salute, salute, Mr. D. Salute. What's up, New York Nikki? How you doing? Shout out to New York Nikki. Bigger Trigger. What's up, Bigger Trigger? The world is a better place with you in it. Stay blessed, brother. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. How you doing, Debbie Harvey? She says, greetings, everyone. Greetings. How you doing? Shout out to Sir Leo Puma in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good, bro? Salute to you, man. Shout out to DMW Shots in the building. Salute, Shots. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to everyone that's coming through, man. Y'all hit that like button on the way in. Share today's show. Hit the like button and share today's show. Y'all see today's show. Now, today's show is a continuation of yesterday's show. If y'all missed yesterday's show, Miss Angie shared the link in the chat. Make sure y'all check out yesterday's show after today's show. But yesterday's show, you know, just to give y'all a quick recap, if y'all missed yesterday's show, I asked the question, should us men stop having this whole submission conversation? And the reasons why, right? Shout out to Uncle Ricky in the building. Salute. I appreciate you. Right? And I brought another story out about another black man who is basically a scumbag and is doing women dirty. And what we basically proved on yesterday's show is that it doesn't make sense with all of this stuff that is going on in the media with black men and women, right? And these women being forced into doing certain things and being forced into situations where they have to submit, that it doesn't look good for us as content creators and as media people to be promoting this, because it makes us look like we are in support of these guys, because when we're having this submission conversation, we're making it seem like as if it is not a woman's choice to submit. This is how it's coming off. And that's in alignment with what's happening to these women, like Cassie, and like the situation we heard on yesterday's show with the girl that's dealing with Dream. Right? So some guys, because I put a poll up, some guys, you know, they feel that, you know, we should keep having the conversation no matter what. Right? So I said, well, let's have the conversation, but let's have it in a way that speaks to men. Right? Let's not have the conversation that's just all eyes is on the women and pointing the finger at the women. Let's not have that conversation, because once again, that doesn't look good for us as black men in the media. Doesn't look good. So today, let's have the submission conversation. Right? But let's have it from the conversation dealing with us. You must commit before she submits. All you guys who are asking for submission, demanding submission, trying to intellectualize submission, I'm going to ask you guys, right? Do you understand that when it comes to submission, there's a level of commitment that comes along with that? I want to know, do y'all know this? Do y'all know and understand that when a woman submits, there's a level of commitment that comes along with submission? Oh yeah, we going there today. We going there today, because a lot of you guys, this is why I say we should stop having the conversation, because a lot of you guys don't really understand what submission entails. You don't understand the depth of submission. See, y'all speaking about submission in context of men and women intimately. You see, because, and the reason why I say that is because even when y'all try to put it in the context of family, it's still going to go back to your access to her sexually. See, a lot of you guys don't really understand the depth of submission. And the reason why you don't understand is because you don't understand that there's something you have to submit to. And we not gonna do the biblical thing. We're not gonna go and have the God conversation. No, because remember what I said. With submission comes commitment. Look at the title. So we're gonna have this conversation from a balanced perspective because it equals equality at the end of the day. Balance. The two energies shouldn't offset each other. It should come together and create electricity. You see? So if you want her to submit, right? With her submission comes a level of commitment, not just to you, but what she's submitting to. Not just who she's submitting to, but what she's submitting to. So that means you got to have something for her to submit to. And that what has to be a part of you. See how she has to commit to you through submitting to you and what you got going on, what you about. But guess what? You have to be committed to something as well. And this is what you men don't want to talk about. I'm not talking about marriage. See, I know where y'all gonna go with all of this. This is why I don't jump on the panels and because y'all having a surface level, superficial conversation. I know where all y'all gonna go with the answer. Oh, he's talking about marriage. He talking about commitment. He talking about getting married. No. Oh, he talking about God. No. Now I could take what I'm presenting and go that deep with it, but no, because that's what y'all expected. See? You see? But that what is your purpose? Are you committed? And Uncle Ricky said this in the chat yesterday. Are you committed to being the man you want to be? See, have you submitted to that? Because with submission comes what? Commitment. So have you submitted to becoming the man you want to be? Have you committed yourself to this? When you interact with a woman, does she know that this is what you're about? Does she see, hear, feel all of that. Purposeful man. Are you committed? Because you, as a man, must commit in order for her to submit. Because with a level of submission comes commitment. She has to be committed to you to submit to you. She has to be committed to something that she see and feel come from you to submit to you. She has to believe that. But guess what? You gotta believe it even more. And see, this is what you men are not paying attention to and y'all not focused on. You want her to believe in you more than you. You want her to be the biggest cheerleader while you just sit there and be a shell of yourself. You want her to believe it more than you. You the one who created it, and you want her to believe in it more than you. You want her to work on it harder than you. You want her to invest all her money and resources in it more than you. This is the problem. And you men don't want to talk about this. See, now some of y'all gonna come out the clip. Oh, he's blaming us again. He's blaming us again. Because y'all don't want to hear what you're supposed to hear. See, because guess what? I'm going to say this like I said it before. Everything might not be our fault, but it's our goddamn problem. Oh, he's blaming us. No. But guess who got to fix it? Guess who got to pick up the pieces in their own life? Us. So let's have that conversation. Why you want to have the conversation on whose fault it is when men need more help bouncing back, not talking about what happened? This is why I tell brothers to get a therapist. Because guess what? No matter what she do, you are still going to be the one that you got to start from wherever you left off at. And you going to have to figure it out. I'm trying to get us brothers to just understand this and accept it. It's no way around it. God made us men for a reason. If you were born a male, right? It's just what it is, bro. It's just what it is. Now, I understand you got men in the world who, never felt like a man. They grew up and may have felt like a woman. Salute to them, right? Whatever. Right? But at the end of the day, God made you a man, bro. And the plight of a man is the plight of a man. It's not going to change, bro. Only thing that's going to change is maybe how shit look. That's it. That's it, dog. So accept it. See, we get up here and argue every day because we don't want to accept it. We think we can socially change it. We could put in new laws to change it. No. Listen, even if they put in more laws to chastise women for the manipulating stuff that they do to us, guess what? That don't change the fact you a man. This is what I want us to understand, bro. That doesn't change nothing. Absolutely nothing. You could say how she did you dirty 1,000 times. Who still has to get over the heartbreak? You or her? This is what I want brothers to understand. Who still got to get over it? You or her? Now, she got what she got coming. But that ain't got nothing to do with you. You still got to keep going. This is what I want brothers to understand. This is solution based. This is solution based. You see? Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Come on now. Shout out to Danny in the building. What up, Akuma? I see you in the building. You must commit before she submits. Oh, but DS1, why she can't commit too? She is committed. There's commitment that comes along with submission. So I'm going to ask again, are you as a man committed to becoming the man you want to be? And that's powerful what Uncle Ricky said, and shout out to him because he in the chat, right? Because ultimately, that's who she falls in love with. That's the guy she falls in love with. Do y'all understand that? That's the guy. The ambitious guy. Just go back to these little podcasts. Well, go back to these podcasts. I'm not gonna say little because I don't want to make it look like I'm talking about nobody, right? But just go back to these podcasts and listen to what these women say. Even the ones that y'all want to consider 304s. Just listen to what they say. I want an ambitious guy. I like a guy that's always working on himself, working towards something. He working out. He doing this. He always trying to make something happen. When you sum all of that up, it equals to what Uncle Ricky said. Are you committed to being the man you want to be? Not the man she wants you to be. No, not the man you think she like, right? Not the man you think is easy for her to get along with. No, the man you want to be, because she falls in love with that man, not the man she got in her head that she want. Because if you notice, they never get that man. So you know that's cap. So you don't have to aspire to be nobody other than the man you want to be, because that's the only man you should ever be presenting. Notice what I said, the only man. So you shouldn't be presenting your wallet. You shouldn't be presenting your degrees. All of that is tied up in you. All that has to do with shit you accomplished. That's a part of you. So you ain't got to present your income and no, you. Are you committed to being the man you want to be? Have you submitted to that mission? Submission. Have you submitted to that mission? The quest of becoming the best version of you. the quest of finding new parts of yourself. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. The best thing I could have did right now was go back to school. And this is just my first class, but I'm learning so much in this class about other people and about myself and about my behavior and my thoughts, because it's a human development class. You see? You must commit. Have you submitted to the mission? To the mission you set out for you. Now, if we want to add God in it, we can, because a lot of us pray and we ask God to give us, to give us wisdom and let us know if we on the right path, if this is something we should indulge in. Should I go this way? So if we want to add God in it, we can. But if you just want to keep it on yourself, keep it on yourself. But are you committed to the mission? Are you? A lot of y'all aren't. You want her to submit to something you're not committed to. You just want her to take your word for it. But in the action area, it's bankrupt. And the reason why that happens for a lot of brothers, it's not because y'all lazy and y'all don't want to do nothing. It's because y'all don't have a plan. Y'all don't plan nothing. You see? You have a plan. The mission is the plan. That's why in a business plan, there's a what? Mission statement. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Absolutely, Uncle Ricky. Those are the sellers of dreams. Those are those guys. Why do you think a business plan has a mission statement? Because a plan and a mission is similar. You're going to need a plan when you go on this mission, because you want to make it to the end of it. So you better have a plan. You see? Have you ever sat down with a woman, told her the plan, she wrote it down, and y'all executed the plan? Check, check, done. Or everything is just undone. Start a little bit over here, start a little bit over there. Shout out to my guy Zuma, man. He said, I'm alive. Salute, bro. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, you've been missing for about a good, you've been missing this whole week so far, bro. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate that, man, letting us know you alive. Yeah, he here, L'Oreal. He here. What's up, Cynical? How you doing? She says smoke and mirrors. Yeah. L'Oreal says commit to some change for some success. Give yourself a chance. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I'm maintaining Cynical. Zuma said the feds ain't get me. No doubt, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. But this is what I want brothers to understand. Have you completed? Can you execute? See, all this has something to do with you. See, this don't have nothing to do with her. See, because when a woman want to get down with your program and you give her a plan and you tell her this what we gonna do, she's sitting back waiting to see if it's gonna get done. She gonna do her part. She just waiting to see what's gonna happen. It's on you. It's not on her. How many times these women done assisted on empty projects? What up, Red? Salute. He said, sorry, you got to see the childish bullshit. I do, Red. I do, man. Shout out to you, Red. Mods, can y'all grab the merch link that's pinned and share it throughout the chat? I appreciate it, ladies. Share the merch link throughout the chat. Uncle Ricky says, once I started delivering on the things I said I wanted to happen, my wife fell in place like a puzzle piece. Wow. Shout out to Uncle Ricky, man. Man, oh man. I know that feel good. Shout out to my comrade in the building. Salute, my brother. He says, keep cooking, bro. Tapping in from the clouds. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. The merch store is open too, bro. The link is pinned in the chat. Zuma says, gotta have a mission for a woman to submit to. No kizzy. Come on, man. And what I'm letting brothers know, Zuma, is we have to be committed. We have to be committed in order for her to stay submitting. Because see, some women will give you a shot and then be like, well, nah, I'm good. You know, then some women they'll work with you for a little while. And remember, fellas, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about a plan that you have for yourself that you want to do. I told my girl I was going back to school, right? Guess what she did, y'all? Just guess. Put it in the chat. Guess what she did? I told her I was going back to school. Guess what she did? Just guess what she did. I didn't ask her nothing. But guess what she did? Oh, she definitely celebrated. Oh, she definitely celebrated. That's definitely. Of course she congratulated me. Of course, Mika. Of course. Yep. Shout out to let me put the tip in. Got you some pens and notebooks. Bought all my school supplies. Bought all the school supplies. Hey. Hey. I know if she had it, she would. Mika, help me with my financial aid. I know if she had it, she would. I know that for a fact. But she definitely got your boy right with the school supplies. I don't have to buy a notebook, a pen, a highlighter, sticky notes. I got a scientific calculator. I got a flash drive. You know? So that's what I'm talking about, fellas. So at the end of the day, I have to be committed to this. What are you committed to? You see? Because me going back to school and what I'm going back to school for and becoming what I want to become is the next level to what I'm doing here and what I've been doing here for the past 6 years, 7 years. What I'm doing now is me taking what I've been doing to the next level. You see? And she's willing to assist me on any level I'm trying to ascend to. Absolutely, Red. Again, gotta have a plan. That's true. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Mika said, "Oh nah, I meant financial aid applications, but that's cool too." She don't gotta help me with no applications, Mika. I'm not slow, girl. I'm not slow, girl. You crazy? She don't gotta help me with no application. I thought you was talking about helping me pay for school. Nah, she don't gotta help me with no applications, girl. She don't got a Delulu man on her hands. You know what I'm saying, Classy Creole? She ain't gotta help her man with no applications. She ain't got no Delulu man. You know, I'm not taking no 101 remedial courses. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the application. Need no help with no application, girl. Red says most men don't have a plan or want to throw you off your plan. But if my lady didn't see me as a leader, I'd add on to that childish beef, which adds nothing. That's true. That's true. Because that adding to the childish beef, it definitely throws you off your plan. That's true, Red. And speaking from experience, I know that personally because I've done that in the past right here on the channel. And it definitely has thrown me off and it set me back a little while. So I agree, bro. I agree. and I agree with you totally because right now the woman that I have in my life, she would definitely not approve of me indulging in any childish beef or going back and forth of any sort. She will not approve of that. And she, you know, she'll be very upset with me. You know, she'll be very upset with me. So I agree with that, Red. L'Oreal says if Ross would have told me we throwing a barbecue. Mika says, "Oh nah, I know you're not slow, but I don't know. I just be anal about things being correct. So I would make sure he did everything right." I appreciate that, Mika. I appreciate that. It's all love. It's all love. But fellas, this is what we're actually talking about. And if we speaking about submission, right? And if we want to take it to the biblical or the spiritual or however you want to say it, right? That is actually what the woman is supposed to submit to. When she submits to her man, she submits to the plan that he has for himself, which is going to grant her, right? Which is going to grant her things from the things he accomplishes. And then his plan grows into the plan he has for him and her, and then him and their family. You see? So this is what she's actually submitting to. This is why God gave Adam a partner, because she's supposed to submit to the plan that God gave Adam. God gave Adam the plan to execute in the world. She was supposed to submit to Adam because he has the plan. So that's what that was. So this is why ultimately we got to fix it anyway, fellas, because initially we messed it up. God gave us the plan. God told Adam what not to do. He didn't tell Eve what not to do. That was Adam's job. And Adam fell asleep at the goddamn wheel. That's the truth. And then you're going to have guys who then try to, oh, the Bible is fake and that didn't really happen, just so they could try to run from that level of accountability. When that's the truth. Because let me give y'all an example, a real life example. And this happens with a lot of dudes. This happened with a lot of my friends, right? And salute to my homies because they made the right decisions. Say you end up with a you end up with a young lady and she's not right for you. Y'all always getting into stuff, but you get her pregnant and she had the baby. Right? It is not your job to abandon her because you and her don't get along because she has a child. And you still created that situation. You see? You still created the situation as a man. So as a man, how you still have to fix it. And you don't fix it by abandoning it. That's not how you fix anything. Your job is not to fix her. Your job is to fix it. So I'ma still be there and take care of my child. Because you still created the situation, bro. No matter how crazy she is, no matter how bipolar she is, no offense to bipolar people, right? But no matter what you want to say about this woman, bro, you still got her pregnant. So you don't fix it by running. You still got to fix it, not fix her. See, a lot of you guys think when y'all hear fix it, you think it's your job to fix her. No, you can't fix her. You know she was broke before you got her. You know she was broken before you got her. Unless you just a wicked, vile dude who just go around and just, break women. It's guys like that too. But for the most part, if you on the receiving end of her doing you dirty, she's a broken woman. And she was broken before you got with her. So it's not your job to fix her, but it's your job to try to create a situation that is healthy for your child as possible. And that's going to take you interacting with her too. See, y'all keep wanting to put it on the women like Adam did in the story. See, y'all want to keep saying, oh, it's the doorway. That never happened. But men do it today. Men do it today. How was it her fault she got pregnant, nigga? I told her I ain't want to have no kids. And you ain't stopping get no condoms. This is the same excuse Adam tried to give God when he messed up the whole world. This is what a man did that. And then we use the same, it was her. That's what Adam did. You know that? He blamed Eve. Oh, but she told me to eat it. Nigga, what I told you. You know how when you get you know how I'm thinking about my dad right now. You know how when you do something you ain't supposed to do as a little boy? And your not your mother, but your father catch you. And you looking like, but he what I told you. That's how your father, what did I tell you? What you talking about him for? What I told you to do. That's what happened with God and Adam. But she told me to eat what I told you. That's all I'm trying to remind brothers of. What were we told to do? Not what she did. Because she got to pay for what she did. What were we as men told to do? Not what she did. Like I said, that's why I gave y'all a real life example. See, this is why daddy's discipline is always different from mom's. It's always different. Because mom, her way of showing love is different. This is why when she get upset, she respond different. Dad is more stern and structured and direct. Not saying women can't be like that. But for the most part, that's most of our dads. Mom is more emotional. Boy, you done pissed me. You know, that's mom. You done pissed me off. And I done told you 5 times. That's mom. See, this is what I want men to remember. Go back to listening to that voice of your dad. What he told you. You don't become who she told you to become. Were you taught how to be a man by a man? And if you were, remember those voices, brothers. Come on now. That's one thing that was good about old school hip hop too. No doubt, M. You right about that. You right about that. Shout out to M. Mika says, I have people in my mother's family that will have kids from their first relationship, and once they marry, they'll ignore those kids. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. But that's why I like old school hip hop too, and I'm glad I grew up on old school hip hop and oldies and stuff like that. Because if you go back and you listen to that music, the men, Oh, what's up, Kari? I see you in the building. Shout out to Miss Kari D. I appreciate you, Kari. Right? The men who did music back then, James Brown, and those guys had whatever they had going on. We not gonna get into that. We're not gonna have the music discussion, right? Where we go and put on our music Illuminati tinfoil hats. We're not doing that, right? But if you go back to that music, the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, even if you go back to 80s hip hop, right? The men were actually teaching guys who didn't have a dad or didn't have a strong father figure how to be men within the music. They were do you know Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane? These guys raised a whole generation of men. AZ. These guys raised Nas. They raised a generation of boys that turned into men listening to their music. Not saying they did everything perfect. We're not doing that. I'm just saying in general, they provided men structure through the music. Wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face. Keep yourself looking nice, groom yourself, smell good, work out. This was in the music. It was teaching men how to stay, how to stay upright, how to remain upright. How to remain steadfast as men. It was now, we can't expect that no more. We just can't expect it. So I don't even have the conversation on why hip hop is the way it is today, because we can't expect it to be, because the corporations took over. A lot of that stuff is ran by Disney, come on, man, and liquor companies and stuff like that, man. So we can't even expect to hear any of that because that music cannot sell vodka. So it's no need to even have that conversation. Shout out to KG111 in the building. Yes, the music was about love. Yes, the music was about love. And this is why the men taught through their music. They taught other brothers, man, because that's how they show love. Spread love. That's the Brooklyn way, Shout out to Brooklyn. I got to shout out my town. Spread love. That's the Brooklyn way. That's how you teach brothers knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because without that, you don't have the ability to love nothing. L'Oreal says, and fellas, you got to do a lot of explaining to some of us ladies. And sometimes you got to use finger puppets to get your point across. As far as commit leading to submit. Finger puppets. Nah, we're not doing that, L'Oreal. Come on now. Some women will take that offensive, L'Oreal. Talking about us men should use finger puppets to explain stuff to y'all. You will not have that. Stop it. Stop it, L'Oreal. Stop it. Finger puppet. KG111 says, I never got into more arguments over Adam and Eve than a little bit. I swear Eve was the cause of the downfall of man. No, bro. No. No, sir. She didn't trick Adam into doing anything. The snake tricked her. She offered Adam and Adam ate it. This is why AKG 111, you probably wasn't in that live when I first had brought this situation up, right? And I said, I believe and this is just my belief, that Adam ate the fruit that Eve offered because she was naked and he was in his lust and in his carnality, and that's why he ate the fruit. That was that. You know, that's what I think. Because let's be honest, KG, as men, what man, this your woman, by the way, because remember, Eve was his woman. What man will not accept a piece of fruit from his naked woman? Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Who wouldn't eat the piece of fruit? She naked. We both naked. Come on now. He fell asleep at the wheel, KG. Oh, he said, you read it wrong. I said they. Oh, okay. Kari says, men communicate differently than women. So if we're paying attention, we'll hear him and get where he's coming from. Absolutely, Kari. Absolutely. If y'all paying attention. Great point. Because some of y'all do be tuning guys out when y'all hear some unfamiliar stuff. Danny says, I just listened to Slick Rick and the Jews that he was dropping is priceless. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. The gas face. L'Oreal says, listen, it takes many go-rounds to explain plans to some ladies. I hear some of these guys' plans and watch them explain to their girl, and it's like a deer in headlights. No, I understand that. I understand that. I do. I do. I do. Third Base told us about the industry and much didn't change. Facts. Facts. So at the end of the day, when we having this conversation about submission, right? Ask yourself, fellas, have you committed to a mission? Have you committed to the mission? Not a mission that has anything to do with her. See, because this is why she's considered a helpmeet, because she's supposed to be brought into something. She's supposed to be brought into something. Something has to be going on. Something has to be moving. You have to be aspiring. That's why the word is called aspire. You have to be aspiring to be something. You don't have to already be that. This is what a lot of you guys think. You don't already have to be that. You have to be aspiring, constantly aspiring to be that. Because who said you aspiring to be the richest guy? You may be aspiring to be a spiritual guy. And that's what she's attracted to. So it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with even your profession. It has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with your work ethic, your ambition. How bad do you want it? Your level of commitment. Do I say you got to lock yourself in a closet? No, but if that's what it takes for you, do what it takes for you. See, you brothers got to stop thinking that you always, and I'm going to say, before I say that, let me say this. I understand that a lot of us as black men, we always under the microscope, no matter what we do. So let me acknowledge that first, because we always under the microscope, whether we doing good or bad. We could have stopped selling drugs and got a job at Burger King and they'll crack jokes on you. But when you was selling crack, you was the worst person in the world. But the little bit of progress you make, you get deemed, they find a way to demonize you for that. So I understand that. So I don't want to make brothers think that I'm just saying some shit and not acknowledging the real. I understand that. I go through that. We all go through that, especially as brothers. We go through that shit. So I understand that. But like I said on yesterday's show, and shout out to my comrade because he in the clouds. And he made this very clear when he asked me this, man. And I'm gonna always remember this. Who are you? Who are you outside of your negative narrative? Who are you outside of your negative narrative? That is the man you're supposed to be aspiring to become. And that is the mission you're supposed to be committed and submitted to. Becoming that man outside of your negative narrative. And that's what a woman's attracted to. That's the pheromones she smell of a man that's on his grind. You see? See, a lot of you men have given up on yourself so much that you just relegate everything to money. That's the sign of a man who's quit. You've quitted. That's why a lot of women use you guys who think you could use your money because they don't respect you. You quit. You ain't a man. You quit. You trying to buy me. I want to see what you do. I want to see how you move. See, a lot of you men quit and you think, I'm going to just buy it. And you think that's fly. No, that's a quitter. That's a quitter. That's why a woman will take your money from you and go give it to a man who on his grind. Here, baby, here go 90,000. Go open your business. Go buy your truck. She got that 90,000 from you. Here, baby. Let's get rich. Then you mad. Then you come on YouTube and come to the manosphere. Oh, she lied to me. She finessed me. She finessed me out of $100,000. And she gave it to some poor pookie nigga. And now he got a trucking business. Because you quit. See, you don't understand that that's what that means. You quit. That's why they don't respect men who buy it. That's why they don't respect men who buy it. Y'all never watched those the 304 documentaries? Y'all don't hear some of these stories where they talk about some of their customers, how they told a lot of guys, why are you paying me for sex? If you would have met me on a regular day, I would have gave it to you for free. You too good to be out here paying for sex. You know how many 304s done told their customers that? Some of you men that's listening right now, a 304 done told you that. Boy, why you coming to see me? Go get you a girlfriend. Go find a wife. Why are you down here? You gave up. I'm gonna just pay. They want the money anyway. No, they don't. No, they don't. Why you think most of them, after they finished at the corn industry, they broke? They finish off the stripper pole, they broke. They don't care about the money. It's the lifestyle. They don't care about the money. They don't know what to do with it. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Yeah, we dropping the real over here, bro. Come on, man. You gave up. You gave up on your mission. Not her mission, not what she want, your mission. That's why she with you. She's with you. With you. And when she's with you, you have to protect, provide, problem solve, and procreate with her. See, that's what you do for her in return of her being with you and submitting to the mission. In return, she gets provision, she gets protection, she gets problem solving, and if she wants, she can have as many children as she want to bear. That's it. And we up here arguing about nothing every day. This is why these conversations lead to nothing. The channels go away after a while, and then somebody comes along and reboots it. And then it goes on for a couple of years, then it die again. Y'all don't see this, man. Y'all don't see this, man. Shout out to Mac in the building. What up, Mac? Me? Salute to TSTV. He said credit all effed up. Mad kids can't keep a job, but yet out here ready to put the Mac in his bag. Mac says, having sex with me is a business. We got to have a convo before I serve up that level 10. Respectfully. No doubt, bro. No doubt. And at the end of the day, women will respect that. Women will respect that. You come on. I'm pretty sure you don't have a problem getting women, Mac. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, I don't think you have a problem getting women. So I don't think, you've ever really had women have a problem, getting along with your program. We got to value ourselves more. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the way that we do that is prioritizing what we got going on. You see? Come on now. But for the most part, a lot of us guys, we want these women to be more invested than we are. That's what it is. We want them more invested than we are in ourselves. Now, I know a lot of us have came across women who wasn't that invested, who played like they were, who, BS'd around. And I know we've been through that too. But at the end of the day, brothers, if you stay on what you want, man, a woman gonna see that. A woman gonna see it. If you really doing what you doing, a woman is gonna see it. They're going to stop thinking that you have to put yourself out there and make yourself be known, and you don't have to do all of that. You don't. A woman to see you. The woman I'm with now, she saw me. She saw me. And she let me know she saw me and how she saw me. You see? So y'all don't have to be out here tripping the way y'all be tripping, man. Going to other countries, putting your life in danger. I'm glad a lot of brothers got off that passport bro stuff. Salute to y'all brothers, man. Because y'all safe. Y'all made it back to the shores of America without a scratch. Salute to y'all. Because listen, at the end of the day, a lot of these women be bored in relationships because they have nothing to do outside of having sex and cooking. Let me repeat that. A lot of these women be bored in relationships because they don't have nothing to do outside of having sex, having babies, and cooking. They're not excited about anything. Guess who gives her excitement about things? Supposed to be you. She's supposed to be excited about the new things you got going on, the new things you embarking on, because she understands how much that's going to play into her. It's going to trickle down into her. The better you become, the better man she gets. Understand this, fellas. You're not doing it for her. You're doing it for you. The better man you are for you, the better man she gets. The better woman she becomes, the better wife you get. It's this. Come on, y'all. We've been sitting on here arguing for damn near 20 years about this stuff, man. And the reason why we still arguing about it is because we really not implementing it. We're not applying it. Fellas, don't deal with no woman if she not working on becoming the best version of herself. Don't deal with her. You don't got to come online and complain. Don't deal with her. You know why? You know why you don't deal with her? Because if she don't have nothing going on, then guess what? She can't really help you. She can't help you. She can't help you. You see? So again, that goes back to us and our vetting process. Still go back to us. She's a help meet. Does she meet your requirements, your standards to be your woman? For her to come into your life and to make your life and her life better. Because in turn, you being her man makes her life better. You being a man of action, a man with a plan, that makes her life better. Because if you a man with a plan, then guess what? Then guess what a woman understands about you? You know how to solve problems. You know how to do shit outside of paying for shit. You know how to be there for her in the intangible way. See, y'all, this is why I said when y'all get to talking about money, that's the throw in the towel for men. I know that's what it is. A lot of you guys quit. You quit the mission. So now you want to pay for everything. Because most men who want to pay for everything want to sit back on their ass. Here, I'm tired. I've been working here. No attention, no time being spent. See, throwing in the towel. Throwing in the towel. You see? And guess what? If you a man with a plan that you committed to, when that woman submits to you and submit to what you got going on and is committed to that, she will understand and she will begin to look at herself and see her own errors and see her own flaws, because she'll be like, okay, well, I can't help him in that way. I really want to help him in that way, but I don't understand this. I don't understand that. This is why I said commitment comes with submission, because then she'll seek to better herself. I know he need my help in this way, so I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna do this. See that? That's why I said commitment comes with submission. Today's show, you must commit in order for her to submit. Will she know you committed? She's going to submit even more. She's going to commit even more. She's going to want to be better to help you. Because she not compete with you, but she want to keep up with the goings on. She don't never want to be out the loop. So she going to upgrade herself. If she got to go back to school to take a class to do something to help you, she going to do it. If she got to sit there and read YouTube videos and study the YouTube videos and try that, she's going to do that. But she's only going to do that when she's with a man who's committed to executing what he said. Are you going to do what you said? Simple, bros. And that woman will help you get it done as long as she see you're committed. And guess what? Your commitment got to look different than hers. See, a lot of you men, you feel like a woman is in competition with you because a lot of you guys are not sure yourselves. That's why I say go to therapy, fellas. Now, if she's just flat out competing with you, then she just flat out competing with you. But a lot of guys, man, it's just that you haven't made up your mind what to commit to yet. You haven't made up your mind who to commit to yet, what to commit to yet, what to submit to, who to submit to. You see? A purpose. Are you committed to your purpose? Whatever that purpose is, you don't have to tell nobody. Tell your woman. You ain't got to tell no other guys. You see? But you got to be committed. You can't expect submission without a level of commitment. Because you can't submit without commitment. So have you submitted to your mission? You want her to submit to a mission you haven't submitted to. So that means you're not committed. So she's not going to be committed. See how that works? Am I saying that that's how it always works? No. Of course, the dynamics change. Of course, we know some women are just uncooperative. They just, they just want to do what they do. And those women are those women. We need to stop highlighting those women. We're highlighting those women more than the good women. Let's start highlighting the good women. Let's start see, this is what I purposefully do on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I want to have the conversation with men that's going to attract the good women, not the women who want to argue, not the women who want to go back and forth. I want to have the conversation with men that's going to attract the feminine women, the submissive women, the women who are looking for a man with a plan, not a man with $1 million. Of course, we know that's a plus, but that's not what they're looking for. But they don't mind listening to a plan that could probably make $1 million or maybe more. See, that's what we do over here. You see, because I'm not trying to attract that type of woman to this platform. I don't want all of that mess. because all of it is entertainment. That's entertainment. The trolling and that's entertainment. I'm not here for that. You see? So a lot of you guys are used to having this conversation about submission and all of that from the entertainment perspective. So you could get the numbers and get all of the, make all the pew, 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 and make all the sounds and, all of that stuff. That's cool. That's the theatrics and, that's cool. That's cool. But over here, we understand what's going on in real time, in real life, and that's what we operate from. Y'all know on every show, we're going to laugh, we're going to have fun. But for the most part, we here for a message. So shout out to everyone in the building. I appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. If you enjoyed today's show, man, support today's show. The links are going across the screen. Links are going across the screen. Hit the Venmo or the PayPal and show some support, man. I appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. Let me read a couple of more of y'all comments and then we're going to wrap it up, y'all. Make sure y'all check out the merch store. The link is pinned in the comment section. Go ahead and click that link. Check out the merch store. Go and check it out. Go and check it out. We got t-shirts for y'all all summer, y'all. All summer. So go ahead and check that link out. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. Zuma says, I know who you talking about with that damn airborne. Who I'm talking about, Zuma. Queens of Virtue said that was said perfectly. Thank you. I appreciate that. L'Oreal says, yeah, that woman is going to get her act together. Shout out to Mac Mean in the building, man. I appreciate your support, bro. I appreciate your support. Shout out to TSTV. Akuma says, women are the greatest miracles when you're moving right. I agree. I agree. Shout out to my man 28 with a bag. I appreciate you, 28. Zuma says, I got to have that authority to be able to stand on what I require. Facts. Facts. Shout out to my man Club in the building. What up, Club? If I ain't shout you out, bro. My bad, man. Salute the Club. Shout out to Let Me Put the Tip in the building. Shout out to everyone for pulling up today. I appreciate it. What's up, Raven? How you doing? She says, peace, DS1 in the chat. Hope all of you are going up well. I appreciate you, Raven. Salute, bro. Salute. You already know. Salute, salute. Oh, I appreciate that, Mika. I appreciate that. You click that link that L'Oreal just dropped in the chat. We got some yellow shirts in the store. We got some yellow shirts in the store. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. What's up, Carbon Copy? What's going on with you, Carbon Copy? You're going to have to catch the replay, Carbon Copy. You're going to have to catch the replay. I appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. Like I said, make sure y'all check out the merch store. The link is down in the chat. It's also pinned. It will also be down in the description box as well. Or you could simply just click the channel icon and just click the store. And we're going to stay stocked up this whole summer. So I appreciate everyone. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, Mika. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. Thanks for everyone for tuning into today's show. If you hit the PayPal, if you hit the Venmo, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who put $1 or $2 on it. Most importantly, I appreciate y'all being here. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of today's show, man. Let me know what you think of today's show. We will be back tomorrow to close out this week. We will be back tomorrow to close out this week. So I appreciate everyone for pulling up. I appreciate all the support, financial or free. Much love to y'all. Shout out to the visionary. Shout out to my lovely lady mods for always coming through and holding it down. I appreciate y'all. DS1 Raw, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.